What size should your pattern or digital art project be? On today's digital art tutorial, we are going to talk about what size should your pattern or digital painting be. This is a topic that has been requested a lot because I've gotten so many questions about this because I don't really explain it truly in the how to make a repeating pattern video. I want to explain the size in such a common sense way that you get confident that you can make your patterns in any size, but you know the basics. Why should you, or what things you should think about when you're deciding the pattern size in advance.
We are going to talk about raster images and not vectors. If you're working with Adobe Illustrator, you're working with vectors. With vectors, the size is not so important upfront since you can scale your image up without losing the quality. Raster-based programs are, for example, Photoshop, Procreate, and Krita. Photoshop files, Procreate files, PNGs, and JPEGs are raster images. Photographs are raster images. Here's an example of raster image and vector image in the same size. You can see the difference when we zoom in. The vector image stays crispy clean, but the raster image becomes pixelated, since it's built from rectangular grid of pixels. I love working with Procreate and Photoshop, so I'm usually working with raster images. And it's easy to get the size right when you know these two important factors when deciding the size. First, resolution. Here's the view of the opening screen of Photoshop when I'm creating a new file. First, we're going to look at this box here, where it says resolution. Resolution is usually marked dpi, dots per inch, or ppi, pixels per inch. Even though in Europe we work with centimeters and millimeters, it's still the resolution is marked with inch. I've never worked with the pixels per centimeter. It's just always pixels per inch. Dots per inch mean exactly what it says. It's the number of dots in the area size of an inch. The more dots there is, the more detailed the image is. So what number should your resolution be? Short answer. For files you're going to get printed, keep this at 300 dpi. If you're doing something for web, it should be 72 dpi. Long answer, printed files can be anything from 150 to 600 dpi. If you're designing something small like a stamp, you should definitely have the dpi in 600 or even more. Since the object is so small, it's looked at from very close up. If you're designing art for a billboard next to a highway, the resolution can be 150 or even lower, since we are watching the image from far away. Look what the printer you're planning to use recommends. Always read the instructions. In print-on-demand places like Printful and Redbubble, they will let you know if the image you uploaded is good enough quality. Pay attention to those details. And for the web, you can go up to 100 dpi nowadays since the resolution on computer screens have gotten so much better. Please note that the bigger the resolution, the bigger the size of the file is. So if you're just testing things out or practicing, you can keep the resolution low. Remember that changing the resolution of your painting later in your file size won't make the image into better quality. You can always scale down your image without losing the quality, but you'll lose the quality if you scale it up. The resolution alone won't tell you the size of your art. Second, the actual size. Then we can move to the actual size, the width and the height of your file. If you click this box here, you can see the different choices you have. I usually work with centimeters or millimeters, but if you're from USA, inches might be easier for you. You can also keep it at pixels for web designs. Photoshop is also full of ready-made templates that make choosing the right size easier. Go to this menu up here and select Print. I often start with the classic A4, since I have a clear idea in my head what the size means in the real world. When we're working digitally, all the sizes start to seem the same, so that's why I want to rule the size in reality. Here I have A4 paper. I'm gonna show you how this A4 paper relates to some products I've designed. If you're from the States, you can think this to be almost like US letter. US letter is a little shorter and wider than A4, but it's close enough to the same that you can get the vibe of the size in reality. For this floor pillow, for example, A4 size pattern might look too small, too cramped. I love big patterns. We can see in this My Party Hat cat pattern that it's styling from here to here. So the size of the pattern in this one has been close to A2, so it's 4 A4s. P.S. If you want to create your own floor pillow, I will put the affiliate link to the description below. The links that are affiliate means that I get compensated if you go to the site through the link, but it won't cost you anything. It's the cheapest way to support me to make more tutorials. Here's my iPhone cover I've designed. For this iPhone cover, the size of the pattern is pretty small, about A5 or A6 even. A5 is half of A4. A6 is half of A5. Shout out to this cover since it's 3 years old and it still looks brand new. I am as clumsy as it comes, so I've been throwing the phone all over, but there hasn't been any harm on the phone. I will link the Redbubble Tough Case in case you want to order one with your own design. In this Jenga t-shirt funny bag, I used the same pattern in 2 different sizes. The original size is this one, but I wanted to keep it interesting by making the back twice smaller. It's half of the size of the original pattern design. I also added another color variation of the pattern to the inside pocket. If you want to learn more about selecting the perfect colors for your patterns, watch my tutorial about colors. This funny bag is made with Printful, link in description to create yours, or if you want this one, also link to the shop. So you need both of these factors, resolution plus measurements of the height and width, to get your art to be printing quality. For example, if you have an A4 that's 300 dpi, in digital world in pixels, it's exactly the same size as A3 in 150 dpi and A5 in 600 dpi. But if you send the A4 to the printer, you're going to get A4. If you're gonna send A3, you're going to get A3. If A5, yes, you guessed it, A5.
So all in all, you can play with the pattern size, or you can keep every pattern you make in A4 300 dp. That works well, but you can also do different sizes, variations. You can do whatever you want. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and let me know in the comments if you have additional questions on the size or some other topic you would like me to cover in a future tutorial. Also, thank you for commenting that you might be interested on the ebook workbook about pattern design. So I'm working on it and I'm planning to publish that in October. Thank you for sticking around until the end. Thank you for watching the videos. I am Ellie. This is Ellie's illustration. Remember to subscribe and hit on the notification bell so you don't miss out on the new tutorials and digital paintings. Inspire and be inspired. Bye.
Thank you so much. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Thank you for watching my videos in any length, in any day, in any year, using your precious time to support me, and that means a lot.